Okay, people, listen up. We're about to dive into a topic that's near and dear to my heart, savage women. And trust me, America's got 'em in spades. We're talking about those fierce females who tell it like it is, no chaser. They're strong, they're independent, and they do not have time for your BS. From the icy glares of Connecticut to the bless your heart energy of Texas, we're ranking the top 10 states where the women are as sharp as their wit. So grab your wine, put on your game face, and get ready to celebrate the bold and the beautiful. Let's do this thing. Coming in at number 10, we've got Connecticut, the land of charming villages, breathtaking fall foliage, and women who can cut you down with a single, perfectly enunciated syllable. Don't let the designer yoga pants and the spotless SUVs fool you. These ladies are packing some serious shade. They've perfected the art of the backhanded compliment. You know, like, oh, that's a unique outfit. Or, I admire your bold choice of lipstick. And don't even get me started on their ability to sigh louder than a hurricane in a wind tunnel. In Connecticut, rudeness is an Olympic sport, and these women are going for the gold. Forget yelling matches. They'll destroy you with a whisper and a perfectly timed eye roll. They're the queens of the subtle dig, the masters of the understated insult. They'll judge your handbag, your accent, and your choice of appetizer, all while maintaining an air of effortless superiority. And the worst part, you'll probably end up thanking them for it. It's like, they're so damn classy about their savagery that you can't even be mad. Connecticut women, they're proof that you don't need to raise your voice to make a statement. Just raise an eyebrow and let the shade do the talking. Yeehaw! Hold on to your cowboy hats, folks, because we're headed down south to the Lone Star State, where the hair is big, the personalities are even bigger, and the women are as sweet as pecan pie, with a little bit of spice. Texas ladies are known for their hospitality, but don't mistake their kindness for weakness. These women are tough as nails and twice as sharp. They can disarm you with a smile and then steal your man with a wink. And they'll do it all while wearing boots and looking damn good doing it. In Texas, bless your heart isn't just a saying, it's a warning. It's the verbal equivalent of a velvet-covered brick wall. They'll offer you a glass of sweet tea with a side of sass and then gossip about you behind your back. But hey, at least they're honest about it, right? These women are fiercely loyal to their families, their football teams, and their right to tell you exactly what they think. They're the life of the party, but they'll also cut you down to size if you cross them. Texas women, they're a force of nature, a whirlwind of charm and chaos, and you don't want to mess with a Texas tornado. Okay, Massachusetts, we get it, you practically invented America and stuff, but all that history seems to have left you a little, how do I put this, impatient. In Massachusetts, they don't just drink Dunkin, they mainline it. And apparently all that caffeine turns them into sassy little speed demons. I mean, I love my coffee strong, but these ladies make Lorelai Gilmore look like she's moving in slow motion. These women are like, Paul Revere didn't risk his life for you to just stand there and admire the architecture. You know what I'm saying? They're out here conquering the day. One iced coffee and passive-aggressive sigh at a time. And don't even get me started on the Dunkin' drive-thrus. These women could order, pay, and throw shade at the car in front of them before you can say extra shot of espresso. They've got their order memorized down to the last pump of caramel swirl. And God forbid you hold them up trying to decide between a blueberry or a chocolate sprinkled donut. You will feel the wrath of 1,000 Boston cream pies raining down on you. Trust me. But hey, at least you know your coffee will be ready fast. Like, really fast. All right. Illinois? You sly minxes? You had me fooled for a minute. I thought, Midwest. They're all about that hot dish and hospitality, right? Wrong. These ladies are like a deep dish pizza, warm and inviting on the surface, but with a whole lot of sass hidden underneath. Don't let those charming smiles and sorries fool ya. These women can cut you down with a look that's colder than a Chicago winter. And in Chicago, forget about it. They'll straight up call you out if you're moving slower than a snail in molasses. But hey, it's all in good fun. Mostly, they just don't have time for your nonsense. Especially when they're trying to wrangle kids, navigate the L train, and still make it to book club on time. And don't even think about showing up late to a PTA meeting. Those moms will roast you harder than a Chicago-style hot dog. But you know what? Deep down, they're big softies. Just don't tell them I said that. Okay, New Jersey, let's be real. You've always been the cool older sister I never had. You're loud, you're proud, and you don't take crap from anyone. And the women? Well, they're the queens of sass. They practically invented it. I mean, have you ever met a Jersey girl who couldn't talk smack with the best of them? They're quick-witted, they're hilarious, and they'll put you in your place faster than you can say gabagool. And don't even think about crossing them in a diner. You know, those amazing greasy spoons with the best disco fries on the planet? Yeah, those are their domains. Order a Taylor ham sandwich with ketchup? Girl, you're asking for a verbal beatdown. They'll be like, you want a side of sass with that? Because that's how we do it in Jersey. And you know what? They're right. It wouldn't be the same without it. Okay, so Florida, right? Land of sunshine, beaches, and enough Botox to smooth out the wrinkles on a rhinoceros. But don't let those palm trees fool you. Florida women are fierce, especially when it comes to, well, everything. We're talking about a state where people fight over outlet space at Publix like it's Black Friday. And don't even get me started on Disney World. I swear, those moms will bulldoze a toddler for a selfie with Mickey Mouse. It's like a contact sport, except instead of jerseys, they're wearing matching Best Mom Ever t-shirts. And Miami? Forget about it. Trying to get into a club there is like trying to parallel park a Hummer in a phone booth. Everyone's got a VIP list longer than my grocery list after a juice cleanse. And good luck getting past the bouncer if you're not J-Lo or like a Kardashian. But the real MVPs of Florida rudeness? The retirees. They might move slow, but their mouths move at the speed of light. They're armed with nothing but time, golf carts, and enough gossip to fuel a Real Housewives reunion. You know what's worse than getting a sunburn in Florida? Getting scorched by the glare of a Florida woman who thinks you've wronged her. And trust me, they're always watching. Forget passive aggression. These women are straight up aggressive. They'll cut you off in traffic while rocking a namaste in my minivan bumper sticker, then give you the death stare while sipping their iced lattes. And speaking of iced lattes, have you ever tried to order coffee in Florida? It's like trying to have a conversation with a parrot. They just keep repeating, condensed milk? You want condensed milk with that? No, Brenda, I don't want condensed milk. But hey, you gotta hand it to them. Florida women are nothing if not entertaining. They're like a constant source of reality TV drama, and honestly, sometimes I just can't look away. Just make sure you're not on the receiving end of their wrath, or you might just find yourself swimming with the fishes. Okay, Pennsylvania. The land of cheesesteaks, Rocky Balboa, and enough passive aggression to make a Philly cheesesteak sweat. Don't let those adorable Amish buggies fool you, because these women are tough as nails and twice as sharp. We're talking about a state where the first question you get asked isn't, "How are you?" but "Whiz wit?" And God forbid you answer wrong because you'll be publicly shamed faster than you can say Pat's or Geno's. And don't even think about suggesting ketchup on your cheesesteak in front of a Philly native. They will end you. They're like cheesesteak purists, those women. They'll tell you how their grandmother used to make it, how it's supposed to be eaten, and how you're basically a disgrace to humanity for even thinking about putting ketchup on that sacred sandwich. But it's not just about the cheesesteaks. Pennsylvania women have a certain look they give you, a side eye so sharp it could cut through steel. It's like they're sizing you up, deciding if you're worthy of breathing the same air as them. Now, I've heard it said that Pittsburgh women are a little nicer than their Philly counterparts. And yeah, maybe they're not as quick to throw down over a sandwich. But don't get it twisted. They're still tough cookies. They'll fight you for the last pierogi. And God help you if you try to tell them their Steelers aren't the best team in the league. It's like a religion to them, and you're just a heathen who doesn't understand the gospel according to Terry Bradshaw. But here's the thing about Pennsylvania women. Under all that toughness, they're actually pretty loyal and down to earth. They're the kind of women who will have your back in a fight, even if they're the ones who started it. Just don't cross them, okay? Because they remember everything, and I mean everything. You mess with a Pennsylvania woman, you're messing with generations of sass and side-eye. All right, let's talk California. Land of the beautiful, home of the free, and apparently, the epicenter of passive-aggressive perfection. These women are like Zen masters of the side-eye, serving up shade with a smile so bright it could blind you. We're talking about a state where I'm good actually means I'm fuming inside, and that's interesting is code for you're an idiot. They'll compliment your outfit while mentally planning your demise, and they'll offer you a green juice while judging your entire existence. And don't even get me started on the parking lot drama. They'll cut you off, then roll down their window and apologize with a breathy, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry, I didn't see you there." But you know what? They saw you. They totally saw you. They just don't care. But the real kicker? They do it all while looking like they just stepped out of a yoga retreat. They're tanned, toned, and perfectly put together, with hair so shiny you could see your reflection in it. It's enough to make you want to scream, "Just be mean to me already." Now, I know what you're thinking, but Chrissy, not all California women are like that. And you're right. Some of them are even worse. I'm talking about the Silicon Valley crew. These women are like the ninjas of passive aggression. They'll ghost you on Tinder faster than you can say Mark Zuckerberg, and they'll cancel on plans at the last minute because they'd rather stay home and optimize their dating app algorithms. They're always hustling, always on, and always checking their phones. It's like they're allergic to human interaction, unless it involves pitching their latest app idea. But here's the thing about California women, both the passive-aggressive and the aggressively ambitious. They're survivors. They're living in a state where the rent is astronomical, the competition is fierce, and the pressure to be perfect is off the charts. So, yeah, maybe they're a little rough around the edges. But hey, at least they're honest about it. Sort of. Just don't expect a straight answer out of them, okay? Because in California, the truth is always open to interpretation. And by interpretation, I mean whatever they want it to be. Okay, loves, buckle up because we're heading to the concrete jungle, the Big Apple, the city that never sleeps, New York City. And let me tell you, the women here are as tough as the nails on Lady Liberty herself. We're talking zero tolerance for BS, straight talking, no nonsense kind of gals. You know, the kind who could hail a cab in a blizzard while simultaneously closing $1 million deal on their cell phone. Trust me, you don't want to get in a subway showdown with one of these fierce females. They'll eat your takeout for breakfast and then steal your taxi while you're still picking sesame seeds out of your teeth. Now, I love a good, strong woman. Someone who tells it like it is, even if it stings a little. And in New York, bluntness isn't just a personality trait. It's practically an Olympic sport. Forget passive-aggressive shade. These women will tell you you've got spinach in your teeth, your outfit's a disaster, and your dog needs a bath, all before you even finish ordering your $12 cold brew. But hey, at least you know where you stand, right? It's like that old saying goes, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Just maybe invest in some noise-canceling headphones and a thick skin first. And for the love of all that is holy, don't even think about stopping in the middle of the sidewalk. That's a rookie mistake you won't live down. All right, folks, we're heading to the smallest state in the Union, but don't let the size fool you. Rhode Island might be little, but the women here have attitudes bigger than Taylor Swift's dating history. They're like the feisty little sister you never knew you didn't want to mess with. You know the type. Adorable on the outside, but one wrong move and they'll unleash a verbal smackdown that'll leave you speechless. They're fiercely loyal, protective of their clam chowder recipes, and they will fight you for that last Dell's lemonade. Trust me, you don't want to get caught in a parking lot standoff with one of these ladies. Now don't get me wrong, these Rhode Island rebels are a blast to hang with. They're funny, they're sassy, and they always keep it real. Think of them like a shot of espresso strong, bold, and might leave you a little jittery. But just like that morning pick-me-up, you can't help but crave their energy. They're the queens of one-liners, the mistresses of side-eye, and their comebacks are sharper than a freshly shucked oyster. So if you ever find yourself in the ocean state, remember to pack your sense of humor, your thick skin, and maybe a spare umbrella for shade. From the shade. You've been warned. And there you have it. The top 10 states with the most savage women in America. We've laughed, we've cried from laughing so hard, and we've definitely learned a thing or two about the fierce females across this great nation. Did your state make the list? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to spill the tea on the most savage lady you know. And of course, Hit that like button and subscribe for more fun and engaging content. Until next time, stay sassy, my friends.